ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमः। ओम विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणी निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशकारिणी। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्ण. So I welcome all of you to our weekly online satsang. We have been discussing on the Ramayana series since so many weeks, and today we are coming to the final match, the Yudha Kanda, the fight between Lord Ram and Ravana. At last, is the day every devotee was waiting that when will be the day Ram is going to kill Ravana. So today we'll discuss on this pastime how Lord Ram is going to kill Ravana and rescue Mother Sita from the custody of Ravana. Very beautiful section of Valmiki Ramayana called Yudha Kanda. And in this kind, the most important lesson of Saranagati, surrender to God. In Bhakti, this is one of the very important link or principle, anga to advance in devotional services, a surrender to Lord. So that also we'll discuss. And somebody can post a message in the communities or in the WhatsApp group saying that the class has already started, so that those who want to join can join. Okay, we begin. So the first thing in this section, if you see, it is mentioned that when already Hanuman, he brings the message from Lanka that already he found Mother Sita, and he brought that message and he gives to Lord Ram. And Lord Ram was taking shelter at the southern part of India, Rameswaram or Dhanuskodi. That is the place. Most of in our yatra, we went to that place and we saw that place, Rameswaram, Dhanuskodi. That is the Lord Ram was waiting for Hanuman to return. And Hanuman returns there and he gives the message to Lord Ram that he found Mother Sita. So then when Lord comes to know exactly that Mother Sita is there in the Lanka, and he know the target, the enemy that whom to attack, whom to kill to get Mother Sita. And then he plans with the Sugriva, because Sugriva is the king of the Kiskinda. So he does the planning with the Sugriva to attack Ravana's kingdom. And then while all these plannings were happening, it's going on, Vibhishan, who was the brother of Ravana, he comes from Lanka to take shelter of Lord. And Vibhishan comes with his four ministers, because Vibhishan was the only one devotee of Lord Ram who was there in the Lanka. And Vibhishan was always giving some kind of advice to Ravana, that to return Mother Sita. Because Ravana was doing a wrong activity and Vibhishan was a devotee. So he was trying his level best to convince Ravana to return Sita and take shelter of Ram. Just like in the Mahabharata war, before beginning of the Mahabharata war, you could see Vidura was always giving advice to Dhritarashtra to give some villages to the Pandavas. But Dhritarashtra didn't listen at all to Vidura, and the result of the Mahabharata war happened, and Duryodhana died, and all the sons of Dhritarashtra, they died in the war. Same thing in the Ramayana also, you will see here, Vibhishan was trying his level best to convince Ravana that please return back Mother Sita. But Ravana, Vinasa Kale Vivrita Buddhi, in Sanskrit there is this proverb that when the end time comes, then you think in opposite direction. So understanding the instructions of Vibhishana, he was thinking in a different way that Vibhishana is not my well-wisher, and he is giving plan in a other way. And Ravana becomes so angry on Vibhishana, he tells that just get out from Lanka or else I will kill you. Just imagine the person who has given his life, soul, everything to serve his master Ravana. Vibhishan was a minister, he was serving Ravana. And one day, and he was giving the right instruction, he was giving the right direction. But the master is telling, get out from the kingdom, or else I am going to kill you. And that is the result, that is the credit Vibhishan is getting, serving a demonic master. So Vibhishan accepted his fate, accepted his karma. Okay, whatever you desire, I'll accept it. And Vibhishan, with his 4 ministers, he just left Lanka and he reaches the Dhanuskoti, the place where Ram was there with the Vanara Sena. And Vibhishan was in the aerial view. If you see in the previous picture, Vibhishan was in the sky and with the 4 ministers. And Sugriva sees Vibhishan and he comes and tells to Lord Ram that, my dear Lord Ram, the brother of Ravana, Vibhishan, has come to take your shelter and he has come to surrender to yourself. What do you think? So then interestingly, Ram, rather than directly telling, Ram opens a discussion forum. So that, see, this is also, see, Ram, when he does activities, pastime, he doesn't do like a god. He does like a normal person. And Maryada Purushottama Ram. That's how the God is acting in such a way that normal people, they think that, Arey, such a nice acting, such a nice pastime he is doing. We can relate ourselves with the God. That is how the Ram Lila is very down to earth, and normal people can relate their life with Lord Ram. So Lord Ram asked opinion of all of his ministers. So Sugriva first he tells that I appreciate Vibhishan's Saranagati, but at this last moment, the final match is going to happen now. So why to take a risk? Suppose India-Pakistan war is going to happen tomorrow morning and the Pakistan Army's general commander is coming and surrendering in the night. People will doubt, right? Who will take the risk? If he has some other plan, then something wrong may happen. Why to take unnecessary risk? So Sugriv told that better keep this Vibhishan in a jail, in isolation, custody, till the war is over, then he will take him, accept him. Which was well appreciated by other Vanaras. That why to take risk? If you want to surrender, okay, we will accept him after the war. But in this war, we will not involve him. That was the opinion given by Sugriva. And then other Vanaras also told that, okay, if the king of the Vanaras given the order, then what other Vanaras will do? They all also accepted. And then Lord Ram asked Hanuman. Hanuman told one interesting thing. Hanuman told, my dear Lord, when I went to Lanka in the search of Mother Sita, that is the time I saw first time Vibhishan. And when I saw Vibhishan, Vibhishan was chanting your name, Ram, 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 Ram in the Lanka. Although it was the Lanka, but Vibhishan was, he made his home Ayodhya. That is the beauty of Vibhishan. In the Lanka, although he was staying in the Lanka, but his house was like Ayodhya. But in the Ayodhya, Manthara made a Lanka by his mind, by his planning, by his crooked mentality. He made the mentality, the mindset of Kaikeyi a Lanka in Ayodhya. But here in Lanka, Vibhishan is making Ayodhya by this Krishna consciousness mindset. So it's not about physical vicinity, but it's about subconscious mind, what makes a area a place dham. It's like in Govardhan Eco Village, it's in the middle of a jungle, nothing is there here. But just by the mercy of His Holiness Radhanath Swami, with his devotion, he created a Vrindavan like a lotus flower coming out in from a pond. This small place, but the moment somebody enters into it, he tells that, I'm in Vrindavan, Govardhan, Yamuna, come on, I'm in spiritual world, it looks like. So this is all about the consciousness, the devotion a person permeate into the physical surrounding where he resides. So Hanuman tells that, my dear Lord, so Vibhishan, for sure I know that he's a devotee of yourself. Because I have seen him in Lanka when I went there. So his house was like an Ayodhya. So never misjudge Vibhishan. I think you should give him surrender. You should give him, accept him is Saranagati. With whatever devotion is coming, just accept him. He's a Pakka devotee. Hanuman gives a great signal. And then, after taking everyone's opinion, Lord Ram opens his mouth. He tells, Sapratapi, even if Ravana comes now, and if Ravana tells that I want to surrender, my dear Lord, then I'll accept Ravana also. And forget he is Vibhishana, he is my devotee, and he's coming with a whole heart, with a pure heart to surrender. And that is how Ram tells that if I can give if I can give Saranagati shelter to Ravana, then why not Vibhishan? That is how Lord is so merciful to his devotees. And Lord is just waiting for this moment that when will the forgotten soul will see towards me and ask me that I want to surrender you, my dear Lord. For this moment, Lord is there in everyone's heart as Paramatma. There are two birds sitting in one branch. One is eating the fruit, another is just waiting that when will this bird will look towards me. That is how the Paramatma is waiting for us. That we can see from Vibhishan's life that we all are like this small Vibhishan tormenting in this material world of Lanka. And God is Lord Ram is waiting for that day that when will this soul will come to me for Saranagati. He's waiting for this day. And this nice thing we can learn from Vibhishan that we should not delay in our Saranagati. Life is very short. As early as possible, we should surrender our body, mind, thought, soul in the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. That is how the life will become success. Okay, once Vibhishan comes and gives all the planning, all the like Vibhishan is coming from the army platoon, right? He knows the left, right, center, in and out, everything of Lanka. He tells that, my dear Lord, first you have to make a bridge because you have to go to the Lanka. So you have to make a bridge, and then I'll help you out how to fight with Ravana. So don't worry, I'm your like the roadmap. I'll suggest you everything. I know in and out of Lanka. Don't worry. So Ram, uh, the new project begin making Ram Setu. So then in the beginning, Lord Ram started worshipping Lord Shiva. You will see, you will go to Rameshwaram, that is the Shiva Lingam, what Lord Ram has worshipped there. And we had a very good fortune that to go that place last year to see the darshan of all these things, what we are discussing in Rameshwaram. So Lord Ram tells Hanuman that you just bring a Shiva Lingam, I'll worship here. Because Ram is going to kill the devotee of Ravana. And as a master, Ram is such an he has a prestige. He has Lord Shiva's prestige and fame. Lord Ram is keeping it intact, and Ram is worshipping Lord Shiva before killing his devotee. That is how Lord is so sensitive in his dealings with his devotee. Because Lord Shiva is also his own devotee, right? And Ravana is devotee of Lord Shiva, and now Ram is going to kill Ravana. So he's not direct jumping, but he's taking permission from Lord Shiva that, my dear Lord, I'm just going to kill one of your devotee. Please allow me. And that is how Lord Ram tells Hanuman that, please bring a Shiva Lingam from Himalaya. So Hanuman went there and he tried his level best to bring, and he was a little late. And the time was going for the worship. So that is the time Mother Sita, she makes a temporary Shiva Lingam from the sand because they were in the Rameswaram, that ocean bank was near. So Mother Sita made a Shiva Lingam through the sand. And then Ram worshipped that Shiva Lingam. By that time, Hanuman returns with a Shiva Lingam. Hanuman tells, my Lord, I brought a Shiva Lingam and you worshipped another Shiva Lingam. What will happen to this Shiva Lingam? So then Lord Ram tells that, see, Hanuman, the time was passing and the time was very critical. So I worshipped a Shiva Lingam. It was made by my wife. So that is the time. Sorry, I just told this pastime little early. Actually, this pastime happens when they are returning back, because that is the time Sita Mata makes the Shiva Lingam. I told little early. So this pastime happens after the war. After the war, when they will return back, and that is the time because Lord Ram has already killed Ravana, who was a devotee of um, uh, Shiva. So that is the time this pastime happens. They worship the Shiva Lingam. And that is the time Lord Ram tells that because it is now worshipped by me, so this Shiva Lingam is very famous as a Rameswaram. Lord Rameswaram, the master of Lord Ram, because Ram worshipped this Shiva Lingam, Rameswaram. So that is the pastime happened. And before the war began, Lord Ram worshipped ocean god here right now. So here right now, Lord Ram is worshipping the ocean god because he's about to enter into the ocean and he need a path, right? He need a way to go to the Lanka. So he was worshipping the ocean god 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, but the ocean god is not giving the path. And then Lord Ram becomes little angry. And on the third day, Lord Ram picks his bow and keeps his arrow pointed toward the ocean. And he tells that if you're not giving me the path, then be ready for my arrow. And the moment Lord Ram about to release the arrow, the ocean start boiling, just like you sometimes put rice in the boiling water, how the bubbles comes out, the hot bubbles from the water. The bubbles are coming out from the ocean, and the ocean is like a boiling water. All the fish, turtles, everything is coming to the surface, and they were tormented. And that is the time the ocean god comes out and asks forgiveness to Lord Ram and tells her, my dear, what kind of prayer you are offering? Is there, how can an ocean give a path to somebody to walk? I'm not a road, I'm an ocean. Come on, it's not possible for me to give a path. So then Ram tells me, how can I cross the ocean, such a long ocean, 1,000 mile ocean? So then that time ocean god tells that, my dear Lord, you have Nala and Neela. They are so expert. Tell them to write your name and drop the stone in the ocean. The stone will never drop, it will float. They have a extra, they have a skill set for that. And then when the ocean god gives this idea, Lord Ram engages Nala and Neela, and that's how they make such a nice Rama Setu. And they started crossing across the ocean. And when they were crossing across, when they were making the Rama Setu, that is the time the famous pastime happens that a small squirrel you can see is taking a small pebble to drop in the Ram Setu. And Hanuman is taking a big boulder. And Hanuman tells the squirrel, Are, come to his side. Why you are blocking my pathway? What will happen with your small pebbles? Just see, I am taking such a big boulder. So that is the time Bichara squirrel he just comes to one side and becomes depressed that I'm not able to serve Lord Ram. And Ram is watching all this thing with proper meticulously, and Ram calls Hanuman. Hanuman, come here. Hanuman thought that Lord Ram will praise me for making Ram Setu so fast. Then Hanuman tells, yes, my lord, what happened? So he tells her, what you told to this squirrel? God, he was just obstructing my seva, and it was my time was going there. So then what will happen with the small pebble? I told him to be inside, I will put all the boulder in few seconds, it will be done. So then Ram tells, interestingly to Hanuman, Hanuman, what do you think that you are making this Ram Setu with your big boulders? Then Hanuman thinks, the Ram tells that I'm master, I'm the god, right? If I want, with one arrow, can I not make the whole bridge in 1 second? Hanuman said, yeah, interesting. Yes, you can do. You're so powerful. Why not? You can do it. So then why I'm engaging all you Banaras for making this Ram Setu with lot of hard work? I can do in 1 second, right? With one arrow, single arrow, I can make a bridge. So yeah, I never thought in that way. You can make. So then Ram asks that why then are you all Vanaras are engaged in this seva? Then Ram tells that Hanuman, I am very happy when I see my devotees are engaged in my seva. And I always look for giving an opportunities to my devotee so that they can channelize their energies in my service. And this is what right now I'm doing here. I want all the Vanaras, small monkeys, big monkeys, whatever effort they have, with that effort, they can put a small pebble or a big stone and they can contribute something in making this Ram Setu. That is, and with that, their life will be perfect because they are engaged in my seva. That's how the Lord Ram teaches Hanuman that Hanuman, you are nothing in front of me because whatever energy I have given to you, with that energy you are making the Ram Setu. You are putting that much of boulder in the ocean, and with whatever energy I have given to squirrel, with that energy he is trying his level best, and he's putting a small pebble because whatever energy I have given to the squirrel, he is trying his level best and you are trying your level best. So in my eyes, you both are equal because both are trying your level best. You're getting the point? That is what the Lord is teaching here, that no one is higher or no one is lower. And God is teaching that we should do our best. Obviously, we should not compare with other, but whatever talent God has given to us, whatever strength God has given to us, we should try our level best to engage our strength in God's seva. And if you are engaging your level best, that is your success for yourself. So never compare with others because everyone is unique. Everyone has different strength. Everyone has different intelligence. Everyone has a different financial capacity. So whatever capacity one person has, according to his capacity, he should channelize his energy in Krishna's seva. And that is perfect for Hanuman. A very nice lesson Lord teaches here to Hanuman. And then when Lord Ram reaches Lanka, the famous war between Lord Ram and Ravana begins. And Ravana had a policy that whenever in the war, if somebody will die, and before the war begins, practically everyone told Ravana that don't fight with Ram. You cannot defeat Lord Ram. Mandodari told, Indrajiti told, so many persons told, but Ravana didn't hear anybody. And he began the fight. So so many, Ravana was sending one demon for the attack, and whoever was coming, he was getting killed. And Ravana had a policy that whoever will die, the demons, they used to throw the soldier's body in the ocean. Because Ravana didn't want people to know how many demons were died. Because people get demoralized with that. Nah? This much people died in the war. So Ravana had a direct order that any person killed in the war immediately throw his body in the ocean. That's it. So in that way, so many ministers have died, so many sons of Ravana died. At last, Ravana sent his powerful son Indrajit. The name Indrajit is because this son practically defeated King Indra. So in one sense, this son is actually more powerful than Ravana also. He practically defeated Indra and he was very powerful, invincible Indrajit. So many mystical power he had and so many siddhis he had. So this Indrajit came and fought with Ram and Lakshman. And Indrajit had a powerful weapon called Sarpa Astra. So he released this Sarpa Astra on Ram and Lakshman. And when this Sarpa Astra attacked Ram and Lakshman, they were totally unconscious. So many snakes. They started coming out from the weapon and they just started beating Ram and Lakshman. And the whole body of Ram and Lakshman was poisoned by these snakes. And so many people died. And practically Ram and Lakshman, they fell unconscious. And all the Vanaras, Sudri, they were thinking that what to do now? Ram and Lakshman are unconscious. What to do now? And that is the time they started praying to Lord for the help. And that is the time Garuda comes from the Vaikuntha planet. Garuda is the carrier of Lord Vishnu. He comes to the rescue of Ram and Lakshman. And if for your good news, Garuda, for him, snakes are like Mahaprasade Govinda. Garuda is an eagle. He eats snakes. For him, snakes is like rice dal chapati. The moment Garuda comes, just by his smell, just by the wind coming from his wings, all the snakes were just running out because Garuda is coming. And when Garuda comes and just glances on the Ram and Lakshman by the touch of Garuda, all the snakes they started running from that place, and all that poison that also come down by the touch of Garuda. And Ram and Lakshman again they got that consciousness and they offer prayers to Garuda because Garuda helped Ram and Lakshman to regain. And then Ram was asking, "Who are you?" Garuda was offering prayer, "My Lord, I'm your servant." And you are doing your pastime in such a nice way, people couldn't understand who you are God. I am your eternal servant, I am your carrier, I am your Mercedes Benz. Wherever you go, I take you to one place to another place. So please accept my prayer. Then Garuda goes back and Ram Lakshman again with the full vitality. They again will get ready for the next fight. And then Indrajit. Meanwhile, Indrajit was performing a yajna because Indrajit could know that these two brothers are not ordinary. They are very powerful brother. And because the next time when Indrajit come for the fight, this he saw that Ram and Lakshman both are alive. Indrajit was surprised that how come it be possible? I had killed them with a Sarpastra, and it is not possible for any mortal human being to get again alive. How come it be possible? Indrajit was totally surprised. And then on the second time, Indrajit tried to attack Ram and Lakshman with all invincible mayas. He was pouring rain of blood, mucus, pustule, and he was doing some magical art on Ram and Lakshman. So many different ways he was attacking. And then also he was not able to defeat Ram and Lakshman. And then he thought that I have to intensify my Sakti, my energy. And then Indrajit went and he did tapasya. And he started worshipping his Devi for regaining more power. That is the time the Vibhishan told that Ram that if you will not destroy the puja of Indrajit, then he will become invincible power. Nobody can defeat him if you succeed in worshipping Devi. And then Ram told, okay, do the needful. And then all the Vanara Sena, they went and they attacked Indrajit because Indrajit was performing the puja sacrifice. So he was not lifting the weapon and he was doing some kind of sacrifice. And all the Vanaras, they went there, attacked Indrajit. They started urinating in the place and they started just make everything messy there. And Indrajit has to stop the worship because it was totally destroyed by all the Vanaras. He became so fired up, angry on Ram and Lakshman. And again, he came to the war field for the attack, for the fight. And this time, Indrajit attacked Lakshmana because he thought that Lakshmana is so dear to Ram. If I attack Lakshmana, if Lakshmana dies, then automatically Ram will become very emotional. And then I can attack Ram with the full power. So he tried divide and rule policy. So he attacked Lakshmana with a Sakti weapon, Sakti Shila weapon. So it's a very powerful weapon. So with that attack, Lakshmana was totally unconscious. He fell dead on the ground. Then Ram became very shocked, seeing Lakshmana was unconscious. And Ram started crying middle of the war that if Lakshmana will die, then what? I will show my face to mother Kaushalya, Kaikai. What I'll show my face? What they will ask me? How can I go back to Ayodhya? And Ram was thinking in that direction that what should I do now? And that is the time Lord Ram sends Hanuman for bringing the medicine for regaining Lakshmana. So Hanuman goes to the Himalaya and he started searching for the medicine for Lakshmana. And he tried, but the time was going and he was not able to get the medicine. So then Hanuman, he brings the whole mountain itself, the Gandhamardhan mountain. That is how you can see the whole mountain. He just uproots the mountain and brings because the medicine, the Vishalya Karani medicine was there in that mountain. So practically he brings the whole mountain for rescuing Lakshmana. And the moment, the power of that medicine is such a way that when the mountain comes for rescuing Lakshmana, just by the fragrance of that medicine, all those Vanaras who were dead, they all again alive. Again, life entered into all the dead bodies. Can you imagine what is the power of that mountain, the medicine? And Lakshmana also regains his power. And then, but no demon regained the life. Why no? Because Ravana had a policy. I told in the beginning, Malina, whenever any demon get die in the war, they had a policy that throw the dead body into the ocean. So there were no dead bodies of the demon. Otherwise, all demons could have alive by this Visalya Karani. Because this will not do, this is Vanara, this is demon. It will act on everybody because it's a medicine. So, but all the Vanaras in the first day, those were dead and the bodies were there, all came into life and no demon was alive. That is how this became one of the turning point in the whole war, where the Vanaras army become more stronger and stronger. Just imagine the other party, they are getting weaker and weaker. People are dying, and here in the Vanara, those who died, everyone comes to life, and they're with a full vitality, with a full force. Then again, and Ravana comes to know that, and Indrajit tried his level best to fight. But Lakshmana, with his full vigor, he chopped off Indrajit's head. Because Indrajit will only be die from a person who is a brahmachari, and minimum for 13 years he has done some tapasya, and he should not sleep in the night. That was all criteria for a person to kill Indrajit. And all these criteria are fulfilled by Lakshmana. Lakshmana was serving Ram since last 13 years. He never slept one night and he never ate any food. He was practicing brahmacharya, vrata. So all these criteria were fulfilled by Lakshmana, and Lakshmana could easily kill Indrajit. And that's how Indrajit was dead. And for Ravana, it was a big setback that my son Indrajit is dead. He's no more. And really, Ravana has to think now what to do now. And that is the time Ravana remembers his one of the another most powerful weapon, that is Kumbhakarna. Ravana gives the order, okay, it's the time to make him wake up. Because Kumbhakarna used to eat for 6 months, he used to sleep for 6 months. That was his job profile. So only in the emergency time, he is supposed to come. And it was not the time to come. But Ravana sends a message to Kumbhakarna, and they all started playing vigils in the ears of Kumbhakarna, started poking different shorts in the body of Kumbhakarna and make him wake up. And Kumbhakarna tells that it's not the time to make him wake up. Why you are waking? It's an emergency, come. Ravana is calling. And then Kumbhakarna goes and asks brother Ravana that what is the problem? Ravana, you are the Trilokapati. So what's the problem with you? You can single-handedly handle everything. Then Ravana tells all the story of Ram and Lakshmana. When Kumbhakarna hears all the story, Kumbhakarna tells that, I think, brother, you have done something wrong thing. Immediately you should return Mother Sita to Ram, because it is a wrong thing you are doing. So I don't agree with your act. Kumbhakarna. See, Kumbhakarna is such a tamasic person, but he had little intelligence. What is right, what is wrong. And Kumbhakarna tells Ravana to return Sita immediately. But Ravana is a different category. Ravana tells that I am elder or you are elder. Kumbhakarna tells you are elder. So then you should listen the order of the elder brother. It's my desire. I am giving you order. Go and fight and kill Ram and Lakshmana. Kumbhakarna tells, okay, I'll follow the elder brother's instruction, no doubt. But you are doing a wrong thing. And Kumbhakarna goes to fight with Ram and Lakshmana. And they say that Kumbhakarna, when he came, he was such a huge body demon. So he was practically making all the Vanara chutney wherever he was putting his leg. The Vanaras, they used to die there. And he was taking thousands of dozens of Vanaras and putting them in his mouth, and he was eating like anything. So all the Vanaras were totally fearful that how to handle this big demon, gigantic demon. And that is how Ram tells that, don't worry, I'll handle it. And Ram, with his arrows, started bifurcating his limbs, started cutting his limbs, legs. And at last, Kumbhakarna had only one mouth, one head. And that also Kumbhakarna, because he was a Kshatriya. And Kumbhakarna, he started attacking the Vanaras with his mouth. And he started eating the Vanara with the mouth. And then Ram just shot an arrow and it cuts out Kumbhakarna's neck, and Kumbhakarna was dying. Dead. The message reached Lanka that Kumbhakarna is dead. Ravana was got a shock. My God. And my one last hope. He's also gone. What to do now? And that is the time Ravana was now thinking. He was doing introspection that what should I do now? And Ravana that time he went to take help from Bali Maharaj. Because Bali Maharaj was a devotee of Lord Vishnu and he was very powerful, Bali Maharaj. So Ravana went there for asking for help. And Bali Maharaj heard all the story of Ravana and he could understand this problem, this means what is the problem. And Bali Maharaj tells that Ravana, come, I'll show you a nice thing. Ravana was excited that I will get help from Bali Maharaj. And Bali Maharaj takes Ravana to a place and tells, what is this? Ravana tells, it's a golden mountain. What? Try to lift this mountain. And Ravana was trying his level best to lift the mountain, but he was not able to move the mountain even an inch. And Ravana asked that, I can't lift this mountain. And then Bali Maharaj tells that, you know, Ravana, in the Satya Yuga, it's a Treta Yuga, right? In the Satya Yuga, you were same Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu, Ravana and Kumbhakarna. And this golden mountain is actually earring, because it is a earring of Hiranyaksha. When Hiranyaksha was slapped by Varahadev, the earring fell here. And you were the same Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, but right now you are not able to lift your own earrings. And you are ready to challenge the same Varahadev Narsingadev in the form of Lord Ramachandra. What a funny thing you are going to do. Ravana, that it is the same God. Even Ram is the same God, the same Varahadev, same Narsingadev has come in the form of Lord Ram, and you are planning to fight him. Just imagine your energy is so less now, you are not able to leave your earrings, and that same Lord killed you with a slap. And you have that guts now to face that same Lord? Are you dead or what? Till it is not so late, time is there, surrender yourself, and Ram will excuse you. Ravana was a different category only. Ravana was HNS, hum nahi sudharenge. Whatever you tell, there are some person now, whatever suggestion, instruction, whatever you tell, once they made up their mind, now they will do that only. And even Lord Brahma will come and give an idea, they won't listen. Because they had made a mindset. So Ravana was that category. Hum nahi sudharenge. Whatever he thought, he will do that only. And the next day, Ravana went for the fight with Lord Ramchandra and Ghamasan. Such a fight happened between Lord Ramachandra and Lord Ravana. And everyone was fearful because Ravana was so powerful with the 10 head, 20 hands. He was fighting like anything. All the Vanaras he was killing. Lakshmana, everyone was set back, and Rama was fighting with the full force. And such a fight is happening. And at last, Rama could defeat Ravana. And he practically started killing everyone. And all the demons, those demons were present there. Ram killed all the demons. And Ram destroyed the chariot of Ravana. And then Ram destroyed the chariot of Ravana. And Ravana was just standing on the ground. Ravana was standing on the ground. And then Ram tells, still, I'm giving you the last option. That go back and think twice. And tomorrow till morning, I'm giving a chance. If you return Sita back tomorrow morning, I will not kill you. Or else you are gone. And Ram didn't kill Ravana. Can you think what a offense for a Kshatriya if somebody like Ravana, Trilokapati, Ram killed everyone and made Ravana barefoot stand in front of him and tells that I'm giving a second chance to you. Think and come tomorrow. So Ravana was thinking whole night that what to do. And Ravana was never offended like this way. And Ravana was thinking, everyone started requesting, Mandodari started crying piteously in front of Ravana that everyone died, all my sons died. and we were practically defeated. Now, what is the point again tomorrow going and fighting? Just return Sita and live peacefully in Lanka. So then Ravana tells that if I will not fight tomorrow, then what will happen? All so many people they have given their lives for me, right? So what they will think about me? That if you are not planning to kill Ram, then why you made such a huge thing about the war? And unnecessarily our lives were gone in this war. What is the need of the war then? If you are anyhow planning to settle out the war, then unnecessarily why you made us die in the war? So people will start questioning me when I'll go to Narka. Ravana was telling. So Ravana was so the common sense, because that time also there were so many demons were alive. So common sense is that you are thinking about the people who were dead, but you were not thinking about the people who were alive. Because tomorrow if you fight, then all these demons will die, right? They are alive. And tomorrow if you fight, then because of the fight, all the people will die. All the human, all the male demons, they will die. But Ravana was not thinking about them who are alive. Ravana was thinking about them who are already died. That's how the Ravana's intelligence is. He was thinking that what the people will think if I stop my war, how I will answer their questions in the if I go to the heaven, in the bottom heaven. So that was Ravana's thought process. So that's how tomorrow Ravana again get ready, and with whatever demons they were ready, Ravana comes to the war field for a fight. And again Ram and Ravana started fighting, and Ram decided that I'll kill Ravana, and he started chopping off the heads of Ravana. With one arrow, he just chops the head of Ravana. But Ravana falls down, and from again a second head comes up. And then Ram kills the second head, cuts off the second head, third head comes. In this way, one by one head are coming. Ravana was laughing, and Ram was totally bewildered that how to kill this demon. The heads are coming one after one, not stopping only. And that is the time Vibhishan gives the mantra that, my dear Lord, you have to shoot the arrow on the navel because the nectar is there in the navel. No point in cutting the head. And then Ram, with his powerful return, shoots the arrow into the point to the navel of the Ravana. The moment it hits Ravana, Ravana falls down like a thunderbolt falls on the heel, and Ravana was shattered and he was crying. And painfully, this Ravana was standing Lord Ram's name. He gives his body then. And all message goes to the Lanka that Ravana was dead. All the kings of Ravana, they came there, they started crying that before their husband. And that is the time Ram sends Lakshmana to go and learn the lesson from Ravana, because Ravana was about to die. But Lakshmana tells that I want to learn the lesson from this demon. Ram tells that now he's leaving his body and he has a lot of knowledge. So don't differentiate based on the body, but take the lesson because he has a lot of knowledge. He can help you out in doing ruling the citizens. And Lakshmana goes to Ravana. Ravana gives knowledge to Lakshmana, and eventually Ravana dies. And Lord Ram tells Vibhishan to do Antim Sanskar of Ravana. Vibhishan denies that I won't do Antim Sanskar of Ravana. Who will do Antim Sanskar of such a demon? So then Ram tells that after death, nobody is a demon, nobody is a good person. The soul is a soul. Soul is not a demon soul or a demigod soul. Soul is a soul. Soul is always good. Satchitananda. So you should never differentiate between body and soul. You should do your duty and do the Antim Sanskar. So Vibhishan does the Antim Sanskar, and Lord Ram makes Vibhishan the king of Lanka. And then Ram comes to this side of Lanka to the Rameshwaram, and Sugriva, Hanuman, they all bring Mother Sita to this side. And Ram tells very interestingly to Mother Sita that I did my duty. You were captured by the demon Ravana. So then, duty of a husband, I killed the Ravana and I rescued you. So now you have all the options open in your life. Wherever you want to go, you can go. You can enjoy your life. Mother Sita got a shock. My God, what are you telling? Come on. So Ram tells that, see, you stayed for so many days in the house of a demon, so I can accept you, frankly speaking, because I'm a king of Ayodhya. People will have a bad thought about my character, so I cannot accept you. So I did my duty. I rescued you from the demon. Now you have a full option wherever you want to go. You just can go. Wow. Then Mother Sita thinks that, okay, so you're doubting my character, okay, right? So then Mother Sita, in front of all people, this is the same place in the Rameswaram. If we go, the ocean, the sea beach touching to Rameswaram is called Agni Tirtha. Agni Tirtha. That is the same place where Mother Sita gave his Agni Pariksha. So Mother Sita called Agni Dev that if for a moment, if I have thought accept my husband Lord Ram, then this Agni fire will burn me into ashes. Can you imagine? Even for a moment, if any thought except my husband has entered my mind, then this fire will burn me into ashes. And she proclaimed like that. And in front of all the Vanaras and Lord Ram, she entered into the fire. And everyone was crying that what is happening? What is happening? Lord Ram was just observing, he was not at all, nothing he was telling. And he the Sita entered into the fire. In few seconds, the Agni god, the fire god, see, and the fire god comes out with the Mother Sita. And fire god returns Mother Sita to Ram and tells her, my dear Lord, your wife, Sita Devi, is totally full of character. There is no point in doubting her character. She was such a chaste lady. Every moment in her life, she only remember about you, my dear Lord. Please accept her. That is how Lord Ram accepts Mother Sita. And in different internal region, if you see, because when somebody asked question that how come Prabhuji Ravana touched Mother Sita? Ravana was a demon, right? Sita is the energy of Lord Ram. How come he can touch Sita? So when Sita crosses the Lakshmana Rekha, the original Sita stayed inside only. Original Sita was accepted by the Agni, and a Maya Sita that crossed the Lakshmana Rekha. And the Ravana, when he touched the Sita Devi, otherwise, how a demon can touch Mother Sita? It's not possible to touch a Mother Sita, right? So Ravana only took the Maya Sita. And that is how, when again the Maya Sita entered into the Agni Pariksha, the Agni Dev returned the original Sita to Lord Ram. So that is how the Acharya reconciles it, that Ravana didn't touch the original Sita. And actually true it is. So here, the place at the Rameswaram, the Sita Devi gives the Agni Pariksha. That is how this is the only one sea beach in the whole creation. If we go into the ocean, the water is lukewarm. Why? Because Mother Sita had given Agni Pariksha at this ocean beach. That's how the name of that Tirtha called Agni Tirtha. The ocean water is also little hot in comparing to the weather. That is how the place is Agni Tirtha place. Here we all took our ocean bath in the yatra. Very nice. You won't feel very chill. Very comfortable water, ocean water. Agni Tirtha, that is the same place we see. There's the Agni Pariksha. And that's how the Uttarakhand ends. And the next Kand it begins is our Uttarakhand, where Lord Ram, Lakshmana, Sita, with all the Vanara Sena, they return back to Ayodhya in the Pushpak Viman of Ravana. And they coronate again Lord Ram as the king of Ayodhya. And that is how the nice ending of the Valmiki Ramayana takes place in the Uttarakhand. And eventually Mother Sita gives birth to Lava and Kush. Both were Judva Bete, Lava and Kush. And they nicely hears Ramayana and they start narrating Valmiki Ramayana in the whole city of Ayodhya. That's how the Valmiki Ramayana ends. So tomorrow, next week, we will discuss the last phase of our Ramayana series, the Uttarakhand. Hare Krishna. Anybody have any questions or any comment or introspection? You can unmute yourself and you can speak. Hare Krishna. any
Hare Krishna,
point
Prabhuji.
what like you like, you can also tell that.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, Prabhuji, I mean, it's like little hard to believe that ocean giving the way. All this, doesn't sound scientific, no?
Ocean giving the way doesn't look scientific. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Uh, these things only, it was like, I don't know. I cannot. I'm very hard to believe these things. Probably don't know.
That's how the activities of Lord cannot be perceived with our material intelligence and mindset. We are in the material bodies. And if you see, then you can't believe whatever Krishna is doing. Krishna, in one day, he kills a putana, demonesses, by drinking the milk. Any child will do that. 7-year-old boy lifts a huge mountain, 28-kilometer perimeter, to circumambulate that mountain. It's not so easy. But that's how the God can do that. You see, nothing is impossible for the God. That's how He's a God. We are servant of God. This is the difference between God and us. Hmm?
Prabhuji, ocean is a material thing, no? How can it give way?
Ocean is not a material thing, Mataji. Ocean, God is there. Ocean is ocean God, right? Ocean God is the father of Lakshmi Devi. Lakshmi Devi born from the Samudra Manthan, and ocean God is the father of Lakshmi Devi. Is a God. It's not a material things, matter.
Oh.
Hmm.
And
So
Prabhuji,
Lord Ram,
that medicine.
that's how he was
Continue, Prabhuji.
offering his prayers to the ocean God.
Mm. So everything which is mentioned in Ramayana, Mahabharata, everywhere, it's all true, Prabhuji. Every word is true, Prabhuji. Sorry to ask this. I mean, they sound very unscientific, for us. So that's why
This is the difference between a devotee and a non-devotee. A devotee have full faith in the Shastra, Ramayana, Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita, 18 Puranas, whatever scripture is written by Vyasadeva, it is totally because Vyasadeva is not an ordinary. कभी कभी लोग बोलता है कोई तो बूढ़ा व्यक्ति एक old person written something in the Himalaya and you are believing. What you are believing? Come on. No, Vyasadeva is the incarnation of Lord Vishnu. He is the literally incarnation of Lord Vishnu. So whatever Vyasadeva is writing exactly, it is to the point correct. There is no discrepancies in that written scriptures. And that is how we should have found faith. That is, it's not like our mundane knowledge. One scientist is giving one theorem, and after 10 years, another scientist is coming and he is disproving that theorem and is giving another new theorem. That is how the science happens, right? After 20 years, another scientist comes, he started proving another theorem and he disproves the earlier theorem and he puts forward his formula theorem. That's how because the material knowledge that goes from the bottom down, it's an ascending process because they do research, they do analysis, and they do prove something, and that's how they put forward that thing. But the spiritual knowledge that comes from top down approach, descending knowledge, that is not given by some person, that is directly given by the God Himself. Bhagavad Gita directly spoken by the God Himself. The Bhagavad Puran, all the Vedas, Ramayana, Mahabharata, directly written by the God Himself. Vyasadeva, he wrote all the scriptures so that we all can read these scriptures. So there is no discrepancy because God is writing the scripture. That faith we should have. And we can see these scriptures were written 5,000 years ago. That time, all these things were not there. And that is the time it was already predicted that Buddha will come, Lord Chaitanya will come, in the Bhavishya Puran, it is written Jesus Christ will come, Muhammad Prophet will come, they will start some different religion. It is all written in our Puranas. And that is how it is happening right now. It is happening. And these are written 5,000 years ago. So we can just see in our tenure also how what is written and it is happening. That is how our spiritual knowledge is so potent and so powerful because it is not given by a material person, but it is directly given by the God Himself. And the Kalki avatar is going to come in the future. That is also written right now. And what all things are happening in the Kali Yuga, everything is written. that what all things will happen in the Kali Yuga, what people will like most, what people will think the best thing in their life. Everything is written in the Bhagavad in the 12th canto, if you read. That's how it's so practical. It is written, it's a bhugol, Brahmanda. The Brahmand is like an anda, it's like a goal. Our science 50 years ago, they were believing that Earth is a flat. But when Vasco da Gama traveled across the ocean, he tells that it's not a flat, it's a globe. Because I did one full parikrama of the globe and I came to the same point. It's not a flat, it's a globe. And it is written in our scripture that it's a Brahmanda. So our knowledge is we are not able to perceive all the knowledge. We are able to perceive by with our mundane so-called materialistic knowledge. We can understand few aspect of it. That doesn't mean that other things are wrong. That is our bad fortune that we are not able to understand. But whatever written in the scripture, we should have full faith. And when we have that faith, then only we can do bhakti to God. Because the bhakti, to do bhakti, the faith is the foundational block. It is like the foundation. On that foundation, we can practice our devotional service. Otherwise, it's not possible.
Prabhuji, when I told my friend, that Vasudev is also incarnation of Krishna. So, but then again, where it is mentioned that he is an incarnation?
It is mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavad Puran. So many times it is mentioned that Sukadev Goswami is the incarnation of Lord Krishna in the form of speaking the Bhagavatam Katha. Similarly, Vyasdev is mentioned is the literal incarnation for writing the scripture. He is the Satyavasa avatar of Lord Vishnu. Narad Muni like Bhakti Sakti. In this way, so many places it is mentioned. If you want, then I can give you the sloka also. Bhagavatam.
But Prabhuji, these super powerful things, why do they don't happen nowadays? Like how these things happens now? Because there are very less avatar in Kali Yuga compared to the Satya Yuga and Treta and Dwapar. But why this is so less in this Kali Yuga? Prabhuji? Because it is needed more these days.
How you are telling less, I don't understand. Kali Yuga, Lord Buddha also came, right? He practiced ahimsa paramo dharma. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. He started practicing Hare Krishna Mahamantra and spread this holy name, chanting in the whole world. Kali Yuga only, right? And then our Kalki avatar is going to come. So three avatars are already in the same Kali Yuga. So it's so many avatars are there. It's not that not avatars are not there in the Kali Yuga. When Prabhupada used to tell that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu just came so recently, he used to tell, because 500 years is nothing in comparing to the whole creation. And till now also you can see in Navadip, in the Mayapur, the birthplace of Lord Chaitanya, you can relate the pastime of Lord Chaitanya. So close, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Krishna as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. And for this Kali Yuga people, he is teaching people how to practice this devotional service in this Kali Yuga. Lord Chaitanya is teaching, right? By chanting Hare Krishna, by reading Bhagavatam, what to do, because there are so many distractions are there in the Kali Yuga. But just for our sake, Lord is coming as a devotee and practicing bhakti so that we can walk in his footsteps. That is the beauty of Kali Yuga. Just we have to just practice the same process.
But very few people are practicing, right, Prabhuji, pure devotional service compared to the population we have in this world. How many pure devotees are there?
It will be always like that, Mataji, because very few people will go for to purchase the original diamond. A lot of people will go for a duplicate diamond because everybody cannot afford the cost for purchasing an original diamond, right? Because it is really costly. The original things only the person who is ready for to pay the cost for it, he will go for that. Similar pure devotional service is not a cup of tea for everyone. Not so easy to go back to Godhead, to again join with Krishna, to be in his pastime. We have to pay the price for that. Otherwise, there are so many different things are there. You do little pious activity, go to heaven and enjoy the life. Have a nice life in the heaven. Drink somras, enjoy the life. and you adjust your pious credit and come back to Earth planet again. So continue the life. There are so many lives like that. But to go back to Godhead, to free from the birth rate life cycle, not so easy. We have to work hard for that. To again go back and join in Krishna's pastime. That is the reason people are suffering here in this material world, right? So very few people, they will Manushanam Sahasresu in Gita Krishna also tells me. Out of 1,000%, few 100% will understand that okay, Krishna is God, we should practice bhakti. And like this, so many people are there. From them, again, few people will understand this bhakti and they will practice this bhakti. And among these people, only few people will success in practicing bhakti. And they will go back to God. So it's always very practicing of pure devotional service at any time you see, it is always rare. It is always rare. So it's a choice. So whether you are ready for to accept this rarest path to perfect your life and go back to God end. So like
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Anybody have any other comment from the Yudha account? Anybody liked any lesson, comment, best track with their life they want to share? You can unmute yourself and can share.
Prabhuji, one more question. I have never read Ramayana, but I had watched it on television that the medicine which Hanuman got, no, it was for people who are unconscious. That it was for regain the conscious. That medicine was for. Is it like that, or it is for awakening the dead people?
Yeah, somewhere it is like when he was hit by the arrow of Indrajit, he was totally unconscious. Unconscious means what? Life was not there. Practically, he was dead only, nah? Because there was no living symptoms. So then, within some time only, if that medicine could, Lakshmana could smell that herbs, then again he will regain his consciousness. Otherwise, he is like dead only. So that is how the medicine was. Vishalya Karani was the medicine. So he brought that medicine. But the medicine was such a powerful that medicine has an effect of again to make a person into alive. That was the effect of that medicine. So there were so many vanaras, they were already died, but just by smelling the fragrance, all came into life. That is mentioned there.
Mm.
Hare Krishna. Be Krishna Priya, Vishnu Priya, twin sisters. Want to share any point from Ramayana? What lesson you liked most? What we discussed today.
Whole Ramayana is very actually we could not hear all the parts. Uh, we had attended only a few of it. And we tried to listen.
Manjari Mata, you want to tell anything?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
I like the whole surrender thing very much. I mean, that was the whole principle of today's class, but I really find that very, and if we can really do that from time to time, we keep forgetting it, but if we keep reminding ourselves and for everything in your life, if you keep reminding yourself to just leave it to God and surrender, and more often than not, things just take the right path because you've just left it to him rather than using our minimalistic brain. So when you leave it to God, things generally go the right way, even if sometimes at that moment we don't think so. But I mean, at our level, we have to keep reminding ourselves to, let's just surrender. But it is a very and one of the very important principles to follow, I think.
Saranagati, surrenderness in bhakti to advance. One of the most important, the foundational principle is to surrender ourselves to the will of Krishna and his devotees. So whatever devotee tells sometime, okay, Prabhu, do this, your mind may not want you to do that. I want to do this, Prabhu. What is, you are not understanding me? Come on. But Guru Maharaj, spiritual master, wants you to do like this. Come on. So how much you are malleable, adaptable to understand, to accommodate the desire of the spiritual master, to that degree, Krishna's mercy will come to our life. And this is the principle of surrenderness. Your mind may retaliate it, you may not like to do that. Still, if you do that, that will attract Krishna's mercy. Because bhakti is not about I, bhakti is about what Krishna wants me to do. That is bhakti. Otherwise, karmis, jnanis, yogis, they centered about I. I want to get that. I want to get moksha. I can do that. But bhakta is don't think about I. Bhakta thinks about what, how I can please Krishna, how I can please my spiritual master, how I can please the Vaishnavas. That is the concept I devotee always think. And that is how the surrenderness plays a vital role. That's what bhakti is differentiated from the other path, karma, jnana, and yoga. There the I factor is very strong. I can meditate on Lord, I can get that power, I can walk over the water, I have that capacity, I have that siddhi, but bhakta tells that I don't have anything. I am a surrender soul to God. Whatever God wants me to do, I will do that. That is how the bhakti is totally different from other paths. Okay. Hare Krishna. Okay, Manisha, Vardhamji, Ayush Kumar, Santosh Kumar, Nihalji, anything you want to share? Unmute yourself and can share. We'll end up today's session here. Yes, Nihal, anything you want to share?
Yes, Prabhuji. So here I did understand all of it, and here in this case, so I think that I just like that part, like when this Squirrel and Hanuman, they both are actually equal in their service, and in this case, we all have to work as per our own skill set and what we have. So yeah, I did like that part.
Yeah. So whatever skill set God given, just try our level best to do seva to God with our skill set. So God will be happy by that. So no point in comparing with others. So whatever God is given, we should utilize that in God's seva only. Simple thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Hare Krishna. Okay, so we'll end today's session here.
Okay, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Actually, Prabhu, I am came late for the session, so actually I was busy. So actually I have no any question. Just attend the class. Okay, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Vancha kalvaturu कृपा सिंधुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। आनंद कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। So next week I am planning to visit Chitrakoot from 22 to 30. So 2 weeks I may not be able to give classes. Let's see. Because this yatra I'm taking from people connected to Govardhan Eco Village to Chitrakoot Dham. So 22 Wednesday I'm leaving from Govardhan Eco Village, and on 30 Thursday I'll return back. So small yatra to Chitrakoot, Lord Ram's place, where Lord Ram stayed for 13 years in Chitrakoot, Vanavas. So mostly If possible, then Monday, I'll let you know. If possible, the next week before I go, we'll take a one weekly class in the evening, maybe on Nursing Chaturdashi.